We are live. Coming to you live.
We
so
are live.
I'm going to let Facebook catch up. And we're just going to tune into the frequency and get aligned with what is coming up, because I've been working really, really intensely on bringing this frequency into my body. And it has been both extremely frustrating and inspiring and really, really amazing at the same time. And so one of the things that occurred to me was that, let me know you're hearing me and all is good. Anyway, so I'm super excited to bring this to you. But what occurred to me was that as I was working on the Diamond Activator, and I'm going to be doing that masterclass on August 4th, and I'll post the link below. But a lot of times there's things that I do behind the scenes, and I spoke about that a little bit about soul legacy. It's in that too. But the first and the primary foundation to creating and building your platform and your big global impact, your soul legacy, is opportunities and wealth, and aligning with those opportunities and wealth. And when I first started in my first company, when I was 21, I didn't know anything about business. I didn't know anything about anything, but I used to play with numbers. And when I mean numbers, I mean money. And I used to sit and do like calculations and, play with the frequency of money. And so when I started the first company, my ex at the time came to me and said, "Hey, I want to start this company. What do you think?" And we both had great paying jobs. It wasn't that. We had a 9-month-old at the time. And my intuition was so strong, and still is growing, literally leaps and bounds all the time. I knew what the answer was. There was no question for me. And I knew at that time that every person is meant to listen to that alignment and listen to those subtle whispers of their soul. And at the time, I didn't realize that I was putting together a literal map of 20 lessons or 20 laws around wealth and abundance and opportunities. And so on went my 20 years of teaching. And over that time period, the map developed, the laws, the 20 laws developed, and I started teaching them. But I'm always a product of my own integration first. And so, hey guys, let me know you're there. Check in with me. But what transpired was that I ended up building an empire of 11 retail locations, 3 apartment complexes, ranch land of it was like 870 acres of ranch land, properties, strip centers, you name it, an actual empire. But what I also did was teach people how to create wealth, sustainable wealth. And it is one of the foundations as to why, and I've duplicated that many, many times over with my private clients. And I knew that we are being called upon to change the earth. And my global mission as a soul is to wake you up to your divine birthright and your soul's potential and power to change the world around you. And doing so, not at the cost of your livelihood or not at the cost of your, your well-being. And so the two had to merge together. The other thing that I learned throughout this process was, and this is why, but I wanted to give you a little bit of background information. The reason why I created, hey, Chelsea. So the reason why I created the Diamond Activator program was because I saw this deep missing link between two places. So I saw the wealth and the opportunities in the people that are making a difference, and I work with them to create their global give backs in the way of, they want to change the world. But I also knew that there was people that really wanted to do something, wanted to give back, but were sort of stuck in, and sort of, I say sort of stuck, but stuck in lack and limitation around wealth and opportunities. And so with that being said, that's why I created the Diamond Activator, to align with your wealth and opportunities. Some of the times that I have taught this before, the most recent one that just finished in May, she ended up getting $69,000 in debt wiped and a $69,000 raise in her work. Now, the other part of it prior to that is this program I used to do for 10K a person for each person in a group container. And I wanted it to be available to everyone. So in that, with that being said, it's at $800 for the next 48 hours on the early bird price. So here, the other part of it is, I'll take a breath and kind of catch up with you a minute. I talk fast, I move energy fast, and because I want you to get there. It is my deepest passion, and nothing thrills me more to get text and conversations from people that have these light bulb moments of things coming into their life that they never thought were possible from their own resource, not from me, but from their own resource, their own uncapping their limited resources. But I will tell you this, chaos and how chaos is robbing you of your frequency to align with wealth and opportunities, because it's a lower, denser, heavier frequency. And what can occur is, like we all know, we get distracted, right? We stop doing the meditation, or we stop doing the what I call the journaling, and the focus is off, and we feel down, we feel disconnected, and that takes precedence over what is really important to us. Because it's easier, let's face it, you know what I'm talking about. It's easier to focus on the things that are chaotic in a way, because we've been trained our whole lives to focus on the things that are out of sync and don't work, and or we're frustrated about, or whatever the case, because we want to fix it by nature. But we can overthink our problems, and we can overthink solutions, so much so that we miss opportunities that are right in front of our face, because we're blind, because we are linear focused. Okay, we only know what we know. We only know what we experience. And so the mind is trained to only look at, what have I experienced in the past in this situation? It doesn't look for solutions outside of its own framework. So what I mean by that is, it doesn't look for solutions outside of your own experience. It won't. So this is one of the ways that I will cover in the Diamond Activator program that's starting August 9th. If you want to join that, PM me and I'll send you the details. But the masterclass is August 4th, and that is free. And I'm going to be going over 3 of the essential laws around wealth and opportunities and how to align with them. This particular frequency that I'm talking about goes with the law of breaking out of your comfort zone, so to speak. So with that being said, I'm thrilled and beyond excited to offer this as a core program in order for you to begin your ascension into your soul's legacy. And trust me, you are here to experience wealth and opportunity. It's not because it's for a handful of people. And your wealth may look differently than mine and may look differently from your neighbors, but it is no less essential and important to the whole or our greater consciousness. Your piece is valuable. And this is why I do what I do, because I can't stand for another second for another person's dream to be locked away within their circle of girlfriends or their family where they vent, or their partner or their wife or their husband, and it doesn't get expressed in the world. It's time. This is our moment. We are the leaders that we're looking for. So if you're interested, PM me. I'm going to put the link down for the masterclass on August 4th, the Diamond Activator Masterclass that's free. I will let you in 5 minutes before the class starts. So you will be in there, but I will not activate everybody until 5 minutes before the class. So I love you all, and you are a part of my soul tribe if you're listening to this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.